This is it. January is almost here, and your time is running out. Don't fail this moment. The clock is ticking. Tonight is your final chance to prepare for what's coming. This isn't hyperbole. January will arrive with an energy so explosive, so transformative, that it will demand your attention. Whether you embrace it or let it overwhelm you will define the path you take for the rest of the year. Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff, the wind howling around you. Behind you are the struggles and lessons of 2024. And in front of you, a leap into the unknown, a leap into possibility. But here's the thing. The universe doesn't wait. You need to act now to align with the incredible opportunities about to unfold. If you've been feeling unsettled, like something big is about to happen, you're not imagining it. The energy is already building, and January will magnify it to an almost unbearable intensity. But that intensity, it's your chance to break free. The first week of January will feel like a thunderclap in a quiet room. Expect a surge of energy that shakes your very foundation, both exhilarating and overwhelming. You might feel restless, like you can't sit still. Some of you may wake up from dreams so vivid, they seem more real than life itself. Others could experience sudden bursts of emotion, joy, anger, even tears, seemingly out of nowhere. This isn't chaos. It's the universe shaking loose the old patterns that no longer serve you. Physically, you might notice it too. A heaviness in your chest, tingling sensations, or even moments of feeling off balance. These aren't random. They're signs of energetic alignment, the universe working to prepare you for what's next. Think of this week as a storm clearing the skies. It might feel intense, but what it leaves behind is clarity, a clean slate for you to step into your highest potential. Let's pause for a moment and acknowledge something important. You didn't stumble across this video by accident. Out of all the distractions, all the noise, and all the other content out there, this message found you. And not just on any day, on the very last day of 2024. The universe doesn't whisper when it needs to get your attention. It orchestrates moments like this to make sure you hear it loud and clear. You've been guided here because something within you is ready to awaken. Maybe you've felt it already, a sense that there's more to life than what you've been living. Or maybe you've been waiting for a sign, and now it's right in front of you. January 2025 is not going to be a month of passive waiting. It's going to demand your engagement. It's going to shake up your routines, challenge your perceptions, and push you to step outside of the comfortable walls you've built around yourself. The energy of this month is not subtle. It's powerful, raw, and yes, it can feel overwhelming if you're unprepared. You weren't brought here to merely survive this shift. You were brought here to rise with it, to evolve beyond anything you thought possible. This is why the timing of this message is so critical. Think about it. You're hearing this before January begins, giving you the chance to prepare mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. This isn't about bracing for impact. It's about stepping boldly into the unknown with trust and intention. But let me be clear, this journey isn't for the faint of heart. The energy of January will test you. It will push you to release what no longer serves you, even if it's painful. Let's talk about what you're feeling right now. The restlessness, the emotional highs and lows, the moments where it feels like the world is pressing down on you. This isn't random, it's the pressure cooker effect. Think about it. Pressure is how diamonds are made. They're formed under immense heat and force, transforming simple carbon into one of the strongest, most brilliant materials on Earth. And that's exactly what's happening to you right now. You're being shaped into your most resilient, most radiant self. The discomfort, the tension, it's not here to break you. It's here to show you what's possible when you let go of the old and embrace the new. Those sleepless nights, they're whispers from the universe urging you to prepare. That heightened sensitivity, it's your spirit tuning into higher frequencies. Here's the truth. Growth doesn't come in comfort. It comes when the heat is on, when you're stretched to your limits. And the energy leading into January is turning up the dial. But don't fear it, use it. This pressure is the catalyst for transformation, the fire that forges greatness. You're not falling apart, you're falling into alignment. Now let me show you why January 2025 is unlike anything you've experienced before. There's a cosmic symphony at play, one that's aligning forces far beyond what we can see with the naked eye. On January 3rd, the quadrantid meteor shower will peak, flooding the night sky with trails of light. It's as if the universe itself is tearing through the darkness, making space for illumination. And just a day later, on January 4th, Earth reaches its perihelion, the closest point to the Sun in our orbit. This isn't just astronomy. It's a profound energetic alignment. Light will pierce through the veil, and clarity will flood in like the dawn after the storm. These events carry more than cosmic beauty. They're signals of a shift, a window where global and personal energies align perfectly for breakthroughs. The energy of the quadrantids brings inspiration.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going to be looking at a YouTube video from a channel called Eye of Wisdom.
Interesting.
And it's making some pretty thought-provoking predictions about January 2025.
All right.
So I'm really curious to kind of get your take on this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So essentially, this video claims that there's like this wave of intense energy that's going to be washing over us this January.
Right.
Potentially causing some upheaval, but also creating the conditions for profound personal transformation.
Okay. Interesting.
And they stress the importance of being prepared and aligned with these forces.
I see.
So essentially, it's kind of framing January as a make-or-break month, setting the tone for the entire year.
It's interesting.
And, you know, it even goes so far as to suggest that the viewers were guided to find this message for a reason, implying that they are ready for this shift.
Interesting.
Like, it definitely creates this sense of urgency.
Yeah.
It was released on the last day of 2024.
Oh, wow.
As if to say, get ready. This is coming.
Yeah.
Whether you're prepared or not.
I see.
So let's unpack this idea of explosive energy a little bit.
Okay.
What might that look and feel like in our daily lives?
Well, the video suggests that people might experience a range of intense physical and emotional sensations. Things like restlessness, vivid dreams, sudden shifts in mood, you know, from joy to anger or tears, a feeling of heaviness in the chest, tingling sensations, even a sense of being off balance.
It's interesting that the video doesn't frame these as negative experiences.
Exactly.
It's suggesting that these sensations are signs of energetic alignment, like the universe's way of preparing us for what's next.
I see.
And this ties into the broader idea that periods of personal growth and transformation are often preceded by discomfort or upheaval.
Interesting.
They use a rather striking analogy, a pressure cooker.
Oh, wow.
Just as diamonds are formed under immense pressure, so too will viewers be shaped into their most resilient selves through the challenges of January.
Okay.
Or so the video claims.
Interesting.
This pressure cooker analogy seems to be a recurring theme in personal development. We often hear about how facing and overcoming challenges leads to strength and growth.
Right.
But what are these specific challenges that the video is referring to?
They highlight two specific cosmic events happening in early January The peak of the quadranted meteor shower on the 3rd.
Okay.
And Earth reaching perihelion. Its closest point to the sun on the 4th.
So we have these celestial events coinciding with this supposed surge of energy.
Right.
But what does it all mean?
Well, the video suggests that these cosmic events hold significant energetic meaning.
Okay.
The quadranted meteor shower, known for its bright, fast-moving meteors, is presented as a symbol of sudden insight and breakthroughs.
Okay.
Earth's perihelion, representing our closest proximity to the sun, is linked to amplified energy and focus.
Interesting.
The video claims that these events happening so close together create a unique window for accelerated personal transformation.
That's a bold claim.
Yeah.
Linking astronomical events to personal transformation.
It is.
But what about the more practical challenges we face in our daily lives?
Sure.
The video seems to suggest that we'll also encounter what it calls energy drainers during this period.
Okay.
What exactly are those?
The video describes energy drainers as negative influences that can deplete us and hinder our growth.
All right.
These could be negative people, challenging situations, or even our own internal critic.
Interesting.
It emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries to protect ourselves from these draining influences.
So how do we protect ourselves?
Yeah, that's a great question.
From these energy drainers?
Well, the video suggests being mindful of who we spend our time with, the environments we expose ourselves to, and the thoughts we allow to dominate our minds.
I see.
It's about recognizing and limiting exposure to anything that leaves us feeling depleted or discouraged.
So, like, for example,
Sure.
if constantly checking social media leaves you feeling anxious and drained, setting boundaries around your screen time could be beneficial.
Absolutely.
If a particular relationship leaves you feeling emotionally exhausted, it might be time to reassess that connection and create some distance.
Exactly.
It sounds like this concept of energy drainers
Yeah.
can apply to a wide range of situations.
Absolutely.
It's a reminder to be more conscious of the things that impact our energy levels and overall well-being.
It's so important.
But how do we know if we're on the right path?
Right.
Especially during this potentially turbulent time.
Well, that's where the concept of synchronicity comes in.
Okay.
The video encourages viewers to pay attention to meaningful coincidences, repeating numbers, song lyrics that resonate deeply, unexpected opportunities that seem to fall into place, or a sudden sense of clarity amidst chaos. So these synchronicities are like signs from the universe confirming we're on the right track.
That's the idea that the video presents.
It encourages us to approach these experiences with an open mind, seeing them as potential messages or guidance from a higher power.
Okay.
The video frames these synchronicities as the universe's way of communicating with us.
Interesting.
Nudging us in the right direction and confirming we're aligned with our purpose.
Soul sounds pretty intense.
It is a lot to take in.
It's a lot to process, even before we get into the specific ways the video suggests we navigate January.
Yeah.
But before we move on,
Sure.
is there anything else about this concept of explosive energy and its potential impact that we should touch on?
The video highlights the importance of self-care and mindfulness during this time.
Right.
It's not just about weathering the storm, but also about using this energy to our advantage.
Yeah.
This could involve practices like meditation, spending time in nature, journaling, or engaging in creative pursuits.
I see.
Anything that helps us connect with our inner selves and cultivate a sense of peace and clarity.
So it sounds like the video is encouraging us
Right.
to take a proactive approach, not just react to the events unfolding around us.
Exactly.
The video emphasizes that. While the month might be challenging,
Right.
it ultimately offers a chance
Yeah.
for growth and evolution. It's about embracing the transformative potential of this energy and using it to step into a more empowered version of ourselves.
Absolutely. And it stresses how we navigate this period.
Right.
Could have ripple effects throughout the year and even shape our personal growth journey.
Interesting.
It urges viewers to be prepared, both mentally and emotionally.
So it's not just about passively observing these energies.
Right.
But actively working with them. Okay, so let's dive deeper into some of the strategies the video suggests for navigating this potentially turbulent month.
Right.
It places a lot of emphasis on protecting ourselves from those energy drainers. What are some practical ways to do that?
Well, the video encourages viewers to be discerning about where they direct their attention and energy. It suggests setting firm boundaries with negative people and avoiding situations that leave them feeling depleted. This might involve declining social invitations, limiting exposure to news or social media, or having difficult conversations to assert your needs.
So it seems like this idea of setting boundaries ties into the broader concept of self-care.
Absolutely.
It's not just about avoiding negativity, but also about prioritizing activities and relationships that nourish and support us.
Exactly. It's about being proactive in cultivating a positive and supportive environment for ourselves, both internally and externally.
The video also suggests that our own inner critic can be a major energy drainer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
How do we deal with
it?
It
encourages viewers to become aware of their negative self-talk and challenge those limiting beliefs. This could involve practices like journaling to identify recurring negative thought patterns, consciously replacing negative thoughts with more positive affirmations.
Interesting.
Or seeking support from a therapist or counselor.
So it's about developing a more compassionate and supportive inner dialogue.
Exactly.
One that encourages growth rather than self-sabotage.
Absolutely.
But even if we're diligent about protecting our energy, this period is still likely to be challenging.
Yeah, it's true.
How does the video suggest we approach those inevitable difficulties?
The video encourages viewers to shift their perspective.
On challenges, seeing them not as setbacks, but as opportunities for growth.
Interesting.
It reminds us that diamonds are formed under pressure. And suggests that we too can emerge from difficult experiences, stronger and more resilient.
That's a powerful way of reframing challenges.
It is.
But isn't that a bit overly simplistic?
Wow.
What about situations that are truly beyond our control?
The video acknowledges that we can't control everything that happens to us. But it emphasizes that we can control how we respond to those events. It encourages us to focus on what we can influence, to cultivate a sense of agency, even in the face of adversity.
So it's about finding that balance between accepting what we can't change and taking responsibility for what we can. And what about those synchronicities we discussed earlier? How do we know if we're interpreting them correctly?
The video emphasizes
the importance of intuition and inner knowing. It suggests that if something feels deeply meaningful or resonant, it's worth paying attention to, even if it doesn't make logical sense.
It's about trusting our gut feelings, those intuitive nudges that often guide us in the right direction.
Exactly. The video encourages viewers to cultivate a deeper connection with their intuition and to be open to the possibility of receiving guidance from sources beyond the rational mind.
It seems like a lot of this comes down to mindset.
It really does.
It's about approaching this period with a sense of curiosity and openness rather than fear and resistance.
Exactly.
The video stresses that embracing change and being open to new possibilities are key to navigating this time successfully.
I agree.
It's about trusting that even amidst the upheaval, there's a higher order at play, guiding us towards our highest good.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
The video suggests that by aligning ourselves with this higher purpose, we can harness the transformative power of January's energy to create positive change in our lives.
Absolutely.
But all of this is predicated on the idea that these cosmic events actually have an impact on our lives. Isn't that a bit of a leap of faith?
Well, the video doesn't offer concrete scientific evidence to support its claims about cosmic energy. It's presented more as a framework for understanding the interconnectedness of the universe and our place within it.
So it's up to each individual to decide whether they resonate with this perspective.
Exactly. The video encourages viewers to approach the information with discernment and to integrate what resonates with their own personal beliefs and experiences.
It's about taking what's useful and leaving the rest.
Yeah.
Before we move on,
Sure.
I want to touch on another point the video makes
Okay.
about aligning with cosmic energy. It suggests that certain practices can help us connect with these energies more effectively. Can you elaborate on that?
The video highlights practices like meditation, spending time in nature, and creative expression as ways to align with these cosmic energies. It suggests that these activities can help us quiet the mind, connect with our intuition, and open ourselves to receiving guidance and inspiration.
So it's not just about passively waiting for these energies to impact us.
Exactly.
It's about actively engaging with them through these practices.
The video encourages viewers to view this as a participatory process, one in which they are active co-creators of their experience.
So it's about taking ownership of our journey, both during this potentially transformative month and beyond. We've talked a lot about the potential impact of this explosive energy in January. But let's circle back to those specific cosmic events. The video highlights the quadrantid meteor shower and Earth's perihelion. What can you tell us about them from a more technical perspective?
The quadrantids are actually a fascinating meteor shower. They originate not from a comet, as most meteor showers do, but from an asteroid.
Interesting.
Specifically, an extinct comet called 2003 EH1.
So the meteors themselves are debris left behind by this asteroid.
Exactly.
And they enter the Earth's atmosphere at incredibly high speeds, creating those bright streaks of light we see.
That's right.
So when the video talks about the quadrantids being a symbol of breakthroughs, it's not just a metaphorical connection. There's a literal breaking apart happening as these meteors burn up in the atmosphere.
Precisely.
And then we have Earth's perihelion, which occurs on January 4th. This is when Earth reaches its closest point to the sun in its elliptical orbit.
And while it's true that Earth receives slightly more solar energy at perihelion, this difference is not significant enough to cause any noticeable change in our weather or climate.
So when the video links perihelion to heightened energy, it's more of a symbolic interpretation than a literal scientific fact.
It's using these astronomical events as metaphors to illustrate the potential for amplified energy and focus during this period.
It's interesting how the video blends scientific concepts with more esoteric interpretations.
I agree.
But even if we set aside the specific cosmic events, this idea of January being a time of intense energy and potential transformation is certainly intriguing.
It is.
The video encourages viewers to approach this period with a blend of preparedness and openness, to be mindful of their energy and to be receptive to the opportunities for growth that may arise.
Absolutely.
It seems like the overarching message is about personal empowerment, recognizing that we have the agency to shape our experiences even amidst challenging circumstances.
The video invites viewers to step into their power, to embrace change, and to trust the process of unfolding.
Interesting.
Whether or not the month unfolds as dramatically as the video predicts, these are valuable principles to carry with us throughout the year.
It's a reminder that even if we can't control all the external events in our lives, we can cultivate our inner resilience, set healthy boundaries, and choose how we respond to the challenges that inevitably arise.
And perhaps by paying attention to those synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that often guide us along our paths, we can navigate this period with greater awareness and intention.
Well, you've certainly given us a lot to think about as we enter this new year.
It's an exciting time
Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
On this deep dive into the potential energies of January 2025, as presented in the Eye of Wisdom video.
It's been a pleasure.
Remember, while the video offers a fascinating framework for understanding this time, it's ultimately up to each of us to create our own experiences and shape our own destinies.
Absolutely.
As we move into this new year, may we all embrace the opportunities for growth, navigate the challenges with grace, and step boldly into the highest versions of ourselves.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the depths of knowledge and experience.
Absolutely.